Well, 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 I bet you wasn't expecting this video in your subscription box today, was ya? Hello everyone, welcome back. I know it's been a hot minute, about a week or so I think, since my last video. I know some of you were quite concerned that I was stuck in Spencer Turley's basement this whole time, but no, the troll has been fed, he's got his views and he let me out, so shout out to him. So now I'm back, hopefully on the daily uploads again. No, I'm fucking with you, don't make a 30-minute rant video on me, Spencer, I beg, please. I haven't got the brain power to sit through that. What has really happened is, so a bit of a story time. I went away from the 24th of September to the 29th to see my girlfriend for a long weekend. I did have videos recorded for every day while I was away, and I believe the last video I uploaded prior to this was the 29th, which was the day I was meant to get back. Essentially, on the day I was driving back home, I started to feel a bit rough. I didn't really know what it was, to be honest. We went to the doctors the day, 2 days after, I think it was. So I came back Wednesday night, went to the doctors on Friday, and somehow I got chickenpox. Nobody I know of has chickenpox right now. I also had chickenpox when I was a kid, and I didn't even know that you could get it twice. I didn't know you could get it as an adult. I thought it went straight from chickenpox to measles or shingles. I'm pretty sure they're the same thing. But no, apparently it is possible, although excessively rare. And believe me when I say this, as I'm still sitting here kind of sweating out a bit right now because I still feel a bit under the weather, it hits different as an adult, I'll tell you what. I've just never felt so just if that's the best way of putting it. So yeah, from about Thursday night, other than going to see the doctor on the Friday, I've literally been in bed for like the last week or so. It's just been like high temperature, what else wrong with, like constant headache, just body ache in general. Like, as I'm sitting here right now, of all things, my right arm is just very restless and very achy. Don't go getting any faults, you dirty but yeah, that's just where I've been this whole time. I don't like being away from the whole YouTube thing. I'm a big advocate of trying to be consistent on this. I think it's definitely the best way of trying to grow your platform overall. But I did put out a couple of community posts that were all fairly well received, so I thank you all very much for the support on that, and it's nice to know that I can take a break if need be. I'm probably quite guilty of putting myself under pressure to make sure I do get something up every day. But I don't want it just to be a case of I'm uploading just for the sake of it. I do want people to enjoy what I'm putting out. So I am back again. Now, I've looked on the MX Bikes mods website today before making this, and there's a fair bit of new content out, some new tracks, one of which I'm playing for the first time right now, is Bailey MX Pro, I think it's called, by Jane's. James's other track that oh my god, I thought I was going to front flip out of that. James's other track that he released, I believe it was called Lockdown. Lockdown Pro or Lockdown MX, something along those lines. The track I really did not gel with, so I was interested to see if this one would fit me any better. And yeah, so far I've done, how many laps I've done? See at the top left, I'm on my second lap right now, even though there's like already 2 markers in the track, so I'm guessing I'm on my 3rd lap. Alright track, one looks like more of a fun track again, with really big ruts and berms and massive jumps. But that is why I hopped on the 450, because I did expect that to be the case going off of the previous track as well. All in all, not too bad. When I was loading the game up earlier just to get on and start making this video, I saw that I only had something like 2.7 hours played in the last 2 weeks. I believe is the amount of time Steam goes off of where it displays that time played recently. I think it's 2 weeks, which is just nuts. You know, like I think I've consistently maybe had like 30+ hours basically every week since I got the game, I want to say. Maybe not. I mean, I started playing it I want to say just before like Christmas time last year, and I've got 868 hours, I think, at the time of recording this, so a fair few, you know. But I think it's been a refreshing break. I feel a little bit rusty at the moment, especially as one of the days where I was bedbound, I spun, because of the layout of my room, I spun my TV around so it was facing me while I was in bed. Got my controller out, and I actually loaded up MX Simulator and kind of played that for the day to see if I could regroup any old speed that I had. There's one of the, if anyone's not familiar with MX Simulator, there's a website called MXS EMF, which you do races on, which is basically the MX Simulator equivalent of the My MXB website for MX Bikes, just to sign up and do races. I signed up for one of those and just hopped in the qualifying servers to see where I kind of stacked up against people lap time wise, and there's people on there that I have never heard of before. Obviously, I haven't played it properly in a couple of years. That were about 7 seconds quicker than me, so I am so far off the pace, it's unreal. But luckily for me, I had a good excuse not to do the race. It was one of the Australian series, so the race for me was at 9 AM, and on that day I was asleep until 9:30, so I missed it anyway. I wouldn't have been able to do it and get my shit pushed in, so to speak. So not the end of the world. It's really weird because I feel like I'm having to relearn the game, partly because obviously it's been so long, and MX bikes and MX simulators have completely different physics. They are polar opposites of each other, and I'm using different controllers now to what I used to. I learned and played that game on the same busted Xbox controller for a couple of years, so using a controller, the PS3 one, not PS3, PS4 one that I have now, it feels weird because the controller actually works like it should. My Xbox controller, the analog stick, was a bit sticky, so it would stay to the left like constantly a bit. So I was always like counter steering to the right whenever I was playing. So now even going in a straight line is a bit sketchy for me because I'm kind of expecting my bike to be turning constantly when it's not. And stupidly, when I was learning MX bikes, I found like kind of a different control setup than I have in Sim anyway, like brake buttons and such. So it goes against sort of my muscle memory that I've learned over the last year or so on this game, trying to get it out of your head and play on that game properly again. But I might do a video in the future on it. I did have a good bit of fun. I don't know if that was just a bit of nostalgia talking, but it wasn't the end of the world. It wasn't too bad. I just need to get over the fact that I'm not going to be anywhere near as quick as I used to be on that game, and just enjoy it for what it is. I'm not going to get into this whole debate that seems to be going on in the two communities over the last 2 weeks or so on what game is better. Everyone's going to have their fanboys. I know I certainly have some of my own that will defend what I say until they're deaf. I'm just of the opinion of both games are good in their own right. If you enjoy one over the other, that's personal preference. Just let people be at the end of the day. You know, don't push your agenda on people. Just let them do what they want. It's the same as I think when I can't remember where it was I mentioned it, when I said I was ill. Someone went like deep along the lines of, oh, the COVID vaccine didn't work then, blah blah blah, and it's just like, shut up, what are you on about? Like, just let people be, don't shove your agendas in their faces, and you know, just let people live their lives. You know, they're not hurting anybody. Just play whatever game you prefer. If you enjoy both games, then play both games. I am of the impression now, after going back and playing Sim for a day, there is no way that I would ever be able to be like a good speed on both games. I would have to kind of pick one or the other to be good at, and then I would just be alright at the other one, because it's crazy how they are. But obviously in this game I'm basically leaning forwards in the air almost everywhere to get that front wheel high for when I'm landing, so it doesn't twitch out. In Sim you basically need to give the bike a little hump on the face for every jump, just so you don't go over the bars. I have to kind of do that, then lean back, and then obviously in bikes that doesn't work, so I almost crashed already. I also play third person in Sim. There's something about the camera angle, the first person camera angle in Sim that I can't get my head around. It generally makes me feel a bit ill after a few minutes. I don't know if it's where your whole head tilts with the bike as well. I know they added like a dampener, or it's almost like a gimbal, like a camera gimbal that dampens it a little bit now, but I still can't get my head around it. I would always put that game in third person. But then in turn I really struggle playing this game in third person now. I don't feel very accurate in my corners or anything like that. The only thing that I do think works quite well in third person in this game is like Supercross rhythm sections. I just spot in where your back wheel's going to land. I feel like that's really good on this game. But all in all, like, don't bring any drama onto this channel, you know. I know that's what some creators live for, is the drama, and it gets the interaction and the views, but that's not what we're here for. We're here for a good time. Like, play what you want to play. If you want to go play Roblox Motocross, you go play Roblox Motocross. I've done it myself for 20 minutes. Granted, it was utter in my opinion, but some people might like it. So I've jumped off the right hand side of this jump every single lap so far, which I apologise for. I'm in that mode right now where I'm just talking instead of focusing on the gameplay. But overall, it's kind of a short and sweet video. I just wanted to kind of say that I'm back. No, I'm not dead. He let me go. It's not the end of the world. And that will do it for me. As I say, I'm very thankful for everyone that's been so supportive in the last week or so. I'm still feeling a little bit rough at the moment, but I feel like I'm at the point where I can start putting out content again, and feel like it not be sacrificed by like a bad mood or not feeling well enough, so to speak. So very happy about that, and that'll do it from me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like if you did enjoy it. really appreciate it. It really helps the channel grow. And subscribe if you haven't done so already. There's been a lot of new subs whilst I've been away, even without fresh videos going up, which I'm also very grateful to see. So thank you so much to all the new subscribers, and then thank you to the old ones as well that are sticking around and still watching videos each day. And that'll do it from me. Have a lovely rest of the day, whatever it is that you're up to, and until I catch you guys in the next video, peace.
Got bad shit all up in my mind right now. Fuck it, give me a minute and I'ma let it all out. I don't give a shit about an opinion, be another dimension when I wake up. Bitch, it's time to fill the cup. Got no fucking love, I feel so stuck on my luck. Get fucked.